We are people who had done our D.EL.ED in the 20 to 22 session. They were to interview us and then come out with our merit. These are, my lord, assistant teachers posts were advertised in September 2022. We are people who did our D.EL.ED in the 20 to 22 session. As per the advertisement, we were eligible. We competed. The learned single judge has held we are eligible. The division bench reversed it on the ground that you should have been eligible on a particular cutoff date. The board filed an affidavit saying that it is because of our delay that the result could not be declared, and that is why the government made us eligible. So there were two kinds of people who were admittedly eligible and us. For the admittedly eligible people, your lordship had on the order of 22nd on the order of
22nd
January. This is, my lord, 22nd January. Yes, what?
22nd January 2024.
Yes, yes.
We can give a copy.
We can give a copy.
We can share.
No, just pass on. We have one extra copy. I can read. In the first instance, when notice was issued in this SLP, an interim order was made that no appointments will be made. Now, that interim order was bothering the state because they said we have 11,000 posts vacant. So, your lordship said, in the first instance, the respondent West Bengal Board of Primary Education is directed to file an affidavit furnishing inter alia the details of the number of vacancies that were advertised for the post, the number of candidates who had applied in response to the advertisement, number of petitioners who have approached this court for appointment on the plea that they are qualified for the 2022 D.EL.ED course, details of the candidate who qualify for appointment, those who do not qualify as per board, and the reasons thereof shall be furnished in a draft list of the candidates. So that details were given. And the draft list of those who qualified also prepared, and those who are like us also, the numbers were there. So then your lordship made the 29 January order. Then kindly see the 29 January order. The West Bengal Board of Primary Education was directed to file an affidavit furnishing certain details relating to candidates. Said affidavit has been filed with copies furnished to learned counsel for the other parties. As per the affidavit, 11,758 posts in various subjects, in different subjects, in various categories in all districts across the state of West Bengal were advertised for the post of assistant teacher for primary classes. After furnishing the detail of number of candidates who had applied in response to the advertisement, it has been averred that as per the draft list prepared by the respondents, 9,533 candidates qualify, which includes an additional panel of 5% in accordance with the rules. It is stated that a total of 2108 D.EL.ED candidates have been found to be not qualified amongst the pre-2020 batch. Now, it is further stated that D.EL.ED candidates from the 2022 course have not been considered in the draft list due to issue pending in the present matter. Yes. This is us. Having regard to the fact that as against 11,758 posts in different subjects in various categories in all districts of the state of West Bengal, respondents have found only 9,533 eligible candidates, including the panel of 5% candidates. It is deemed appropriate to permit the respondents to declare the merit list with a rider that it should be stated in clear terms that appointments made shall be subject to outcome of the present petition. The letters of appointment to be issued to the successful candidate shall also specifically state that their appointments will be subject to the outcome of the present petitions. These appointments have now been made, I am instructed. The board shall conduct final interviews and aptitude test for candidates from the 2022 D.EL.ED course and submit a report within 6 weeks with copies furnished to the other side. The remaining posts shall be kept vacant, are made subject to further orders that may be passed by this court. It was to be listed on 22nd of March, my lord, then it got adjourned, and this is how we are before your lordships. Now a compliance affidavit has been filed. In that compliance affidavit, they say they have interviewed us, but there is no merit list attached with that. That compliance affidavit is filed on 20th of March.
But why is it listed before this bench now?
I don't know.
But all earlier orders are passed by the.
No, on the last occasion it was pointed out and your lordship said your lordship is listing it today for arguments.
No. Of course, when mention was made, I think date is given.
Yeah, but otherwise that other bench had heard the orders and that bench is sitting today.
That's fine, but
And that bench is available today, my lord. It's not as if,
No, that's the reason we are asking.
yes.
Same bench is available.
Anyway, we have, we have no,
I think based on the directions of the chief or something, it must have been of the competent authority it's been
For
listed.
another bench on 22-3.
Yes.
The bench says that it was jointly submitted, so and so. That bench is also available. Office will verify and list on 5-4.
I think now,
Yes, my lord, the registry has listed it before your lord.
yes.
So therefore, my lord, fresh direction must have been of 100%.
I mean, it's not a part heard or
On the upper
anything.
bench.
It was
My
before
brother
another-
sitting with Justice Lulia. Now it's come before us. So,
Yes.
There is no office report saying after that if there is any order made by the honorable.
your lordship may ask the office to get an order and list it, my lord. Let us not have this controversy. We have otherwise a pretty contentious controversy.
We have no objection if the matter is heard before, by your lordships.
21st March.
If both sides don't have any objection, we can go on, your lordships.
That's not the issue. Some issue. some
That we are not having objection. When the
says
court is
matter
available.
and some-
Yes.
I think on the
It has
last
applied its
thing, the
mind and
regist,
if they
yes.
want to, it's better they do it. Against, again restarting the one.
No, it has not been part heard or any such thing, your lordships. It's not a part heard matter.
It was heard at length.
Only on an interim point.
It was
Afterwards,
heard
not
at
listed
length
afresh.
on number of days.
No.
Yes.
None of the orders
Yes,
says it's
yes.
part heard, your lordship. It's not a part heard matter.
The earlier order.
There's no office report after 21st
Yes,
March.
yes, yes.
A quorum
If this order is 22nd March.
consisting of Justice Himmat Puli and Justice Asadul Amanullah. Passed certain interim directions.
On more than one, it was heard. In fact, from the very first day, it is being heard from them.
Interim directions and the matter was pending.
No. Notice Justice Himmat Puli.
22/3/2024. Another bench before which it was listed has also observed this aspect and directed that the office to verify and list the matter accordingly. There is no indication as to the reason for which the matter has been listed before this bench. Hence, registry to verify, obtain appropriate orders and list accordingly. Up to this.
All.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Accordingly after.
Could your lordship give a date after 2 weeks?
May not be proper
All,
because
all.
if it is going to some other bench.
All. I understand.